What's going on, everyone? John the Bettist here for another night breaking down the NBA slate. We are taking a look at February 20th's nine-game NBA slate coming off of tonight, Thursday night's 10-game slate. From the picks from the video yesterday, pretty good start to the night. We had the Hawks plus 2.5, easily took care of my Sixers, just like I thought they would. And then we had Mitchell Robinson. Uh, was a little scary. He got benched in the third quarter, but he did come back and finished off the points plus rebounds prop. So that was exciting. We're awaiting Al Horford to remember how to shoot basketballs during the second quarter right now. Against the Boston Celtics. But let's get right into it for this slate on Friday, which nine games. You want to take a guess of how many games feature teams on a back-to-back? Six of those nine games. So that's at least six teams that we don't have injury reports for. And in actuality, there's only three games that we have both teams' injury reports right now. And if you want to look at those, they are just absolutely just smashed with injuries. And the first game of the first three that I want to talk about tonight is this tank palooza we got going on with the Grizzlies and the Utah Jazz. I'm going to read to you the Memphis Grizzlies injury report. Walter Clayton Jr., doubtful. These are the guys that are out. Santi Aldama, KCP, Brandon Clark, Cedric Howard, Zach Edey, Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen Jr., and a little guy named John Morant, who seems to be pretty important at the game of basketball. They have a guy named Lawson Lovering, who I had to project for north of 16 minutes for this game. Like, what kind of creative player is Lawson Lovering? Kind of like Dickie Lovelady on the Mets or whatever the hell team he's on now. Um, they have nine guys available for this game, and somehow at home they are 3 point favorites against the Jazz. Yeah, this is going to be a gross one. Even on the Jazz side, they ruled out Keontae George. They're also not going to have Jaren Jackson Jr. They're not going to have, obviously, Walker Kessler's been out the whole year pretty much. And then Nurkic was already ruled out. They're not going to do the whole, oh, he's not going to start and not play thing that they've been doing because of all the NBA tanking crapola that's going on right now. So on the Jazz side, I think it's interesting and it's worth saying for this game and honestly for all the games on this slate right now. I'm recording this at like 10:45 p.m. Eastern time. There are really no props out. So yesterday, like we were able to pick apart, okay, like these are some games that we're going to target right away. These are the props I'm targeting. We really don't know where these lines are going to open. So what I'm hoping to accomplish here is to kind of just get you guys looking in the right direction, looking at the right spots so that when the odds do come out, you kind of know how to act. So as far as the Jazz, the guys that are going to see the biggest usage bumper, Isaiah Collier and Bryce Sensabaugh, they each get, 3 and change% boost to their usage. So that's good there. We might be able to find out some value there. But what I really want to look at are a couple different props for the Grizzlies. Number one, they have no guards. Cam Spencer's going to have the ball, and he's going to have the ball a lot. I'm really curious to see what his assist prop is going to open at. My guess is it's going to open up around 7.5. If by miracle we can get it at 6.5 at open, we're going to hammer it. I think he's gonna have the ball in his hands, and some of these other guys are gonna have to make their shots, but he is going to be the engine of the offense in this game. Another guy I think could be interesting is Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson's among these nine guys, which again include Lawson Lovering. Like I can't stress enough that they have this like creature, might as well be a Pokemon out there. And they're going to need Kyle Anderson to play a lot. He's probably going to play upper 20s minutes. I think he could stuff the stat sheet here. I'm going to be wanting to monitor his PRA, uh, as well as some of those other variations, the PRs of the world, the RAs of the world. I think that there could be something there. And then GG Jackson's a guy I usually target, especially his points prop. When the Grizzlies are shorthanded, that guy, when he gets run, he is a good young player that I think we need to pay attention to. So some of those guys, just keep an eye out for when those props drop. The next game I want to talk about is Bucks Pelicans, which I'm very sad about because my boyfriend Trey Murphy is doubtful for the game. If you saw the last game, we had a heartbreak. We bet his over, I think it was 21 and a half. And I think it closed at 22 and a half. I had him projected. I always have Trey Murphy for some reason. He's always projected for like 2 or 3 points more in my stuff than the market. And most of the time it's great. The only times it doesn't work out is when the team's down like 30 points in the third quarter. Like I believe they were up either 30 points or they were down 30 points. 2 games ago that I bet Trey Murphy, he only played like 28 minutes, just missed out on the prop there. And then this past time in the third quarter, he was 2 points away from hitting the prop with like 6 minutes left in the third quarter, hurt his shoulder, out for the game, and that's probably why he's going to miss the game on Friday as well. So as far as the guy who's going to see the biggest usage bump, you're looking at Zion. He sees about a 4% usage bump. So my gut reaction was Sadiq Bey might be a guy, and I think he could be a guy from a 3 point prop perspective. But I thought it was interesting. While his usage goes up a little bit, like a tick over like 2% usage bump, so pretty modest bump. His true shooting and field goal percentage go down. So, is that just a matter of, okay, like Trey Murphy's the guy the defenses are going to key in on, and when he's not out there, Sadiq Bey gets more attention. He's just, he's Sadiq Bey. So that could be something I'm going to keep an eye on. The other thing, Ease Misi is out for the game. Usually when that happens, we hammer Derek Queen props. Last time I did that, that also did not work out well. Um, the thing that makes this a little bit more tricky, and it's funny to think of it like this, but Miles Turner is out on the other side of this game for the Bucks. That actually might make it a more difficult matchup from a peripheral stat, rebound, especially rebounds, standpoint for Queen, because he's going to go up against Jericho Sims, who I think absolutely sucks at basketball, but if there's anything he can do, it's rebound the ball. So that might be something too. We're going to need some more information here for this game. There's going to be something. Again, it's just like the Jazz game. It's just like every game that we're going to be talking about. It's the one thing that, on a night like this with so many back-to-backs, which, what the hell are the NBA scheduler makers doing? Like, I'm sure it's a difficult job, but like, this is like the problem. Forget about all the tanking stuff. How's about you fix the schedules so teams are on a back-to-back all the friggin' time, especially after coming off this All-Star break? Like, to sit on your hands for 6 days and then come back and play 2 games in 2 days just seems moronic. But here we are. The other thing, the Pelicans, um, you know, I, they are prone to giving up. I mean, their defense is putrid. Basically everything that you could have possibly imagined a bad defense doing, the Pelicans defense does it. So Kevin Porter Jr. could be interesting here. I'm actually kind of curious what his double double prop is going to be. It's probably going to be in like the 500 range. I'm going to keep an eye on it. And then the last game that I want to talk about is the other game featuring two teams that did not play. And it's a tale of two different injury reports. You got the Timberwolves' fresh bill of health, and then you got the Mavericks, who will definitely be without Cooper Flag. They're definitely going to be without Ryan Nembhard, Musa Cisse also out, and then questionable tags right now on Max Christie, questionable tag on Daniel Gafford, questionable tag on Caleb Martin. So yes, we have their injury report, but what possibly could we mine from this? We have no idea if these guys are going to be in it, and that makes a huge difference. That's, is that 100 minutes? Probably not quite. I mean, if you want to count flag, that's over 100 minutes that we have no idea where they're going to be going to. But one thing that I think could be interesting in this spot is Rudy Gobert. I've had incredible highs betting Rudy Gobert this year. I've had incredible lows, including the night where I needed him to get one more point to hit the double double prop. It was a full unit bet, and I think he went like 1 for 6 from the free throw line. Third quarter, I'm like, I'll get his 1 point. And then he disappeared, and I'm like, where the hell did he go? Did he have to take a shit? Like, what's going on? He left the arena because his wife was giving birth. I lost the bet because his wife gave birth. That was a very, 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 I can't emphasize enough, very tilting night for yours truly. But I think this could be a good spot where he wins us some of that money back. The Mavs are 19th in defensive rebounding, they're 28th in offensive rebounding, and that's like the cumulative numbers from the whole season, even with 80 in the lineup for a portion of that, albeit not too long. They're a horrible rebounding team. And if you're telling me that Cisse and Gafford might not play, Flag's not going to play, like I think Rudy Gobert could absolutely dominate on the boards. We'll see when the props drop what is the right angle there. It could be a PR situation. It could be the double double. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some Rudy Gobert props in our future. So make sure you're following me on the good old Tails app. You can follow me. I feel like I'm about to do like the Lindy video. Here's all my friends. Shout out Lindy. But yeah, Lindy is on there. J Metal K, B Grebs is on there. We got a bunch of really cool people over there. So make sure you're checking us out. Make sure that you're tailing all these awesome plays and winning money from, the help of some sharp people. Nobody's in this alone. We're a team. We're here to help each other. So make sure you're on the Tails app and you're getting some of these plays. As far as the Mavericks, and this is I guess the last thing I'll leave you guys with. Whenever the Mavericks are shorthanded like this, Brandon Williams is the guy that wants to just take the rock and put up shots, put up usage. He has a 4% usage bump with that, with the flag and AD and those guys out. Those numbers probably get even crazier when you factor out if Max Christie's going to be out. For instance, Caleb Martin, I mean, he's a low usage guy. It's not going to make that big of a difference. But Brandon Williams props points and points and assist props, I think could be interesting. But, again, make sure you're following me over at Tails. You have push notifications on. You'll get my bets as soon as they make them. And hopefully Al Horford does his thing right now. The Celtics are currently up by 19 with 6 minutes left in the second quarter, so that's not good. Kristaps Porzingis just came in. That was a quarter unit bet. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, one of these idiots ends up cashing, and if that happens, I think technically it's a profitable night. Very, very by the skin of our teeth as is. But if one of these guys ends up cashing for us, it's gonna be a really, really good night for us. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting. Let me know in the comments, if there's anything I could do better with these videos, any information that you guys think is important or could better serve you. Please let me know. Willing to listen and excited to listen to any feedback you guys have because, at the end of the day, I'm doing this. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this for my people. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.